Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I'm here with Chris Kläfford and In the Silence. This is a viewer request. Thank you very much. It's been on my list for a long time, but the regular list, it's really long. So if you do suggest a song or ask for one, I will add it to the list, but just remember it's going to take a long time for me to get to it. Generally speaking, if you want it quicker, check in the description. There is a way to bump up your request and get it within days rather than months. Just before I jump into this, Chris has an amazing voice, but before we jump in, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, it helps the channel a lot. If you want to help some more, check in the description. There's ways to donate to the channel, as I say, a way to bump up your request. I'll also put a link to Chris Kläfford's channel so that you can go there and subscribe and like videos and comment, and all of those things help uh, the artist's algorithm as well, and we definitely want to help the artists out as much as possible because they're the ones that provide us with all this fantastic music. Also, keep your comments coming to me. I read all of them and I answer as many as I possibly can. And also, as I say, I'm adding to the regular list. So if you have a suggestion or recommendation, also thank you to all my viewers who've subscribed and liked videos and commented and sent information. It not only helps me, but it helps other viewers as well. And the channel is growing nicely and it's a great community. So you really do want to hit that subscribe button. I'm sure you've already done it. Let's listen to In the Silence. J.P. Cooper.
I'm still seeking silver linings, feeling incomplete.
Beautiful voice.
Singing, oh, I wish it didn't taste so bittersweet. So when our merge started, stammered on, my voice was broke. Like a poem and stood before the queen, I tripped over my tongue before I spoke. And though I never said it with words, there was love in the silence. Even now, after all of these years, you're the light in my darkness.
Wow. Not only a gorgeous voice, but you wouldn't expect sometimes, when you see a person, you think there's a certain either speaking voice or singing voice going to come out. And, it's not quite the voice I would expect from Chris, particularly when he reaches up into the higher registers and falsetto or near falsetto. Just beautiful, beautiful tones to his voice, and I really like what he's um, doing with it as well. I'm not sure if you know what I mean, but all right, let's keep going. I probably won't stop I'll try not to stop till the end now.
Though I never said it with words, there was love in the silence. Even now, after all of these years, you're the light in my darkness. Used to share that feeling, dreaming, gazing at the bedroom ceiling. Oh, now I lay wishing you'd come home. And though I never said it with words, there was a love in the silence. Even now, after all of these years, you're the light in my darkness. Darling, please listen close and you'll hear there's still love in the silence. Even now, after all these long years, I feel love in the quiet. Ooh.
those whistle tones with his
And
voice.
though I never said it with words, there was love in the silence. Even now, after all of these years, you're the light in my darkness. Darling, please listen close in your ear. There's still love in the silence. Even now, after all these long years, I feel love in the quiet. Ooh.
Gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me back up a bit. There we go. We got the candles, candelabra along with Chris. Yeah, so well done. What a amazing voice. Just so nice. And a beautiful song as well. Something that a lot of people can relate to, but even if you weren't listening to the lyrics, you can just enjoy the song. It's such a smooth and gorgeous tones on the guitar and his voice together. And um, hmm, really good. Making me tear up a bit actually, because the love in the silence. When my wife was still alive, and we knew each other for a very long time before we got married. We lived together as if we were married for a long time, about 11 years, I think, and then we got married, and we were married for a very long time. And yeah, we could just sit reading a book. We both love to read, and we would be outside on the deck or just upstairs in the living room or whatever, sitting and reading quietly, and then look at each other. We never had to speak. We did speak. I mean, don't get me wrong. We did. We talked all the time, but and we said it. We said we loved each other all the time too. But there were lots of times when it was just quiet, like I say, when we were reading, and we would just look at each other, and we didn't have to talk because we knew. And the message was relayed without speaking, and in the silence, you know. And so, those were some of the best times. Just relaxing, getting into a good book, and and feeling the energy and the love and the connection with the other person. And it can be your wife, your husband, really, really close friend, you know, whatever, and children, but especially your spouse. I think you feel that connection particular, particularly over time. It generates and develops and deepens, and words are not always necessary, although I think it's still important to say them. So we did, um, but there are times when you don't have to say them. Okay, now I'm rambling, but anyway, just an amazing song. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I hope you did. Don't forget, in the description there's a link to Chris Kläfford's channel, so you can go there and subscribe and like and support the artist. We want to do that. Let me know what else you would like me to react to in terms of Chris Kläfford or anyone else. I'll add it to the regular list if you want it quick. Check in the description. There's a way to do that. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It just takes a second. Also, the notification bell if you want to be notified. It does help with when videos get blocked, because that messes up the algorithm and it won't necessarily come up in your feed. Also, because there's, you know, and it's a good thing. There's a lot of different artists that people are requesting, and so it sometimes takes me a while to get back to one of your favorites. And so again, you may not see it if you haven't clicked the notification. But you're going to keep coming back to the channel anyway, aren't you? And check out some of the other artists. Check out some that you haven't heard before. That's what I love about the channel. I not listened to Chris until someone told me, you know, or suggested a song. Some of the other artists that are on the channel, and some of them have been around for decades, but I'd never heard of them. They're from other countries, and I just hadn't heard of them. So that's great. In the meantime, keep listening, keep having fun. Getting ready to choke again, getting over this virus. It's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Bye bye for now.